God is the one true God. The ancient Israelites recited a prayer they called the Shema. It's taken from words found in Deuteronomy 6. The beginning goes, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one." That prayer has been prayed by generations of Israelites and countless more still today. For many, it would be their final words before sleep, and they would keep it on their door frames as a reminder. It was a witness to their faith in the one true God. In the ancient world, a culture that operated by the worship of many gods, this prayer was completely countercultural. Israelite children learned to pray it as a reminder that their God was not one of these many gods, but the one true God, the only God. Many Israelites gave their lives for that belief. When Jesus was asked which of the Old Testament laws was most important, he quoted part of that Shema in response. Jesus answered, "The most important commandment is this: Listen, O Israel, the Lord our God is the one and only Lord, and you must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and all your strength." It makes sense why those ancient Jews would defend their belief in one God so devoutly. But today, we don't feel that same threat, that pressure to bow to all the other gods of society, or at least we don't seem to recognize it. Our sense of God has become so common, we hardly need to differentiate who we're talking about. We speak of God and assume that we all have the same person in mind. We assume we speak from a common pool of language and experience. I think we all realize that's changing. There are plenty of other so-called gods to worship and plenty of objects to make our God. When I tell someone that I find my hope and meaning in following God, some might express gladness that I've found my way and go on to tell me about the fitness routine or social group that has brought them a similar hope and meaning. It turns out we aren't that far from those ancient Israelites after all. Jesus called us to these words not just to clarify our own personal religious convictions, but to remind us that there is one God, one true God. Or as Jesus would put it elsewhere, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one can come to the Father except through me." To speak of one true God is to make a pledge to recognize that this world is not just about me, but about orienting myself to Him. We're going to take a look at what it means for God to be the one true God and what that means for you. God is the one true God.